Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, dear students. Warmly welcome to the Slim Diploma in Pharmaceutical Marketing Open Day webinar. The Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing has been the apex body for Sri Lankan marketers since back in 1970. SLIM, the Marketing Mahadra, was incorporated by an Act of Parliament in 1980s. SLIM, also known as the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, is recognized as a national body for marketing and has been the authority to edify the marketing profession in Sri Lanka. So now, ladies and gentlemen, dear students, Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing conducted major events, award ceremonies on a national scale. I'm going to take you through very simple examples. Slim People's Awards, Slim NSA, or the National Sales Awards, Slim Digis, Leading Leo, and other major events and award ceremonies as well. Dear students, why you need pharmaceutical marketing? Pharmaceutical marketing is the second largest and the most lucrative industry in the world. Earn more than your peers in other industries and move faster to achieve your personal ambitions as well as your goals. To gain an excellent foundation, get the pharmaceutical marketing. This is an innovative skill development program focusing on best practices to succeed in the pharmaceutical trade. So now, ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman is the head of education at Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. Thank you for being here with us, and we warmly welcome Dr. Sajid Chanukar to the welcome speech.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, good morning to everyone. And let me warmly welcome our guest speaker, Dr. T. Shayandan, who is a director of Sunshine Healthcare Private Limited. And also, I would like to warmly welcome our lecturer, Mr. Janit Jayasinghe, as well as our program coordinator, Ms. Dilshani De Silva, and all the other staff members who made this event possible. Special thanks to our DGM in Business Development, Ms. Mihirini, and her entire team for bringing all of you to this wonderful open day to over here. So I'm not going to take so much of time, but I just wanted to emphasize on the fact that Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing has been providing quality education for our students and the industry for the last 55 years while having various and high performing academic excellence both to the institutions as well as to the students from our students as well. And at the same time, we are the national body of marketing. We do a lot of events in this at a national level as well as international level, as most of you are aware. So I hope like all of you would have a wonderful academic experience at SLIM. If you do have any kind of concerns, if you do have any kind of suggestions to improve, please feel free to reach out to our business school manager or the coordinator or to me. We would be more than happy to help you out in any of your concerns or suggestions or recommendations that you have. But as the academic head, my only message for you will that over here gonna be, we have a excellent lecturer panel with which is a composition of a corporate sector as well as the academia, and we have a wonderful staff. So please take advantage of that and learn something and do good for your companies or the business that you work on. So with that, I'm going to hand it over back to Dasun to take it over from there, and wish you everyone a good day. Thank you.
Hey, Dr. Sajid Chanukar. I appreciate Dr. Sajid Chanukar for that adding value to the Diploma in Pharmaceutical Marketing Open Day webinar and for being with us today. So now, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. T. Sayandan is a veteran in the healthcare industry with over 33 years of experience. And this gentleman is currently serving as the Chief Executive Officer of Sunshine Medical Devices and Lena Manufacturing. He's also a director at Sunshine Healthcare Lanka Limited. It's good to see you here, sir. And great pleasure to join us and warmly welcome Dr. T. Sayandan for the guest speaker's speech.
Thank you, Dasun. Dasun, just a check. Can you hear me?
Yes, Doctor.
Yeah, great. So thank you so much for that introduction. So I would like to start off with the quote of one of my favorite leaders, Mahatma Gandhi, who said, "Live as you will die tomorrow and learn as you were to live forever." So the people who have engaged, congratulations. Thank you for choosing, or congratulations on choosing a path where you are chosen not only to work, but also to learn. Because personally, for me, I too started as a medical rep. I'm sure Diploma in Pharmaceutical, most of you are present today have chosen to be a medical rep and chosen a career. And I started this journey when I was 19 years old. I mean, just after school, the marks or the qualification which I got in my A levels were not good enough to enter the state university to become a doctor. I mean, it was good enough to enter the university, but was not good enough to enter the medical faculty. So I wanted to repeat and start but not even 3 months, I realized, I mean, this is not the journey I want. So I started to work. And then I joined Glaxo Wellcome as a medical rep. So if I have started as a medical rep, then if I've ended up as a CEO at the age of 40, I mean, there's nothing impossible for you, ladies and gentlemen, who are joined on this forum. It's quite possible. But I would like to share some stories which helped me to achieve that journey. And part learning was definitely part of the story. So in that, I'll share some of in the limited time that I've got, some of the things which helped me to achieve what I've achieved and how it helped. So first of all, even though I started as a trainee medical rep at GlaxoSmithKline at the age of 19, one of the key things which helped me to grow where I want to grow is that I personally had a vision. So today, when I interview medical reps or product specialists, either coming to the pharma industry or the medical devices, when I check what you would become, some they don't have a plan, or some they wonder. So I rephrase my question and ask them again, what would you like to become when you're 55? Now the retirement age has shifted to 60. I mean, when I joined, it was 55, but now it has shifted to 60. And by the time most of you all are youngsters, I assume that you all are between your 20 and 25. By the time you reach that age, the retirement age is going to be 65 or 70 for sure, because we are on an aging population. And of course, our population is coming down. So definitely you are in that segment. So definitely, so I can ask, what would you like to become when you are 60 is an obvious question. So have that plan. So have that vision. So I always say, when it comes to organization, when the organization that you all have joined has a vision, countries have vision, but when I individually check, do you have a vision, is something that people wonder. So everybody who had joined here on the forum, how you will take this learning as part of your journey is that you need to have a vision, what you would like to become. So have that early on in your life. I mean, at the age of 40, don't regret and say, hey, I should have been a musician, I should have become an engineer, no, I should go and just don't keep changing your industry or career. Have that decision now on, have that vision, hey, this is what I want to become. So that's very, very important. Once you selected what you want to become, which I call it your dream, your career dream or your life dream, be passionate about it. Because sometimes why I say this is, people after working for 5-6 years, they said, hey, this is not the job, they want to go into accounts, this is not the job, some they go into banking, some they go into various things, right? So some could be your passion of your hobby, do that. But especially when choosing a career, be very firm. Hey, this is what I would like to become. Be passionate about it. And for you to become passionate, it should be your dream and it should be coming from yours, because don't let your parents push you what you should become, or don't let your brother, I mean, just because my brother is a medical rep, or just because my brother is a doctor, that you should not become a doctor. Sometimes my sister is a lawyer, so I am becoming a lawyer. I'm coming from a family of doctors, so I have to become a doctor. And people choose their career like that, and then halfway through, hey, this is not my passion, I'm not enjoying. So how do you decide on your passion? Is that, are you enjoying your work? So if you're enjoying your work, definitely you're living your passion. If you're not enjoying your work, on Monday morning, tomorrow morning when I get up, another day to go to work, bloody mess. And if you come with that feeling, definitely you're not enjoying your work. So it's very important, choose something that you like, or I would say choose something that you love, and then live that dream with the career or the industry that you'd love to do. For me, what motivates being in the pharmaceutical industry, and now not only in pharmaceutical, it's also medical devices and the Lina manufacturing, where we manufacture pharmaceuticals in Sri Lanka. The passionate things about every day, it motivates. The number one thing is what we do, what I do daily, it helps to save someone's life, nothing else. My biggest motivator is that it saves someone's lives, because we are in the business of pharmaceuticals. We are in the business of helping somebody to live longer, live better. Either we sell wellness, or we'll sell pharmaceuticals or medicine. And when somebody takes, it only helps another person to live better. So I always feel the products that I sell should be good as that I can give it to my mother or my daughter or my wife. So that's the quality of product that I sell, which I take pride in. So that's what motivates me. Hey, if you're coming daily and doing something to live, help somebody to live longer, what more do you want to achieve in your life? So anyway, coming back to the topic, which I want to continue, is that be passionate. When you go to work, go with a purpose, see that you're loving what you're doing, and it should not be, you should be counting the number of hours. And when you do your job, but the feeling that you should get is that you don't know, the time goes on. I mean, you don't wait till 5 o'clock to knock off and go home. That you do continuously, you do passionately, and it should be like your hobby. You enjoy it, and somebody should be paying a salary for doing your hobby. I always say, when you have a dream, when you do that passionately, hey, somebody's paying a salary for doing your hobby. That's the feeling you should get. And once you are very clear on that, have a plan. Because as I mentioned, I assume, I really don't know the age of, there are almost 50 who had joined this call or joined this meeting. I really don't know the real age of you all. So I assume it's between 20 to 25. So for me, I joined as a medical rep when I was 19. And I come from a family where everybody is a degree holder. My father is an entomologist, he's a scientist. My mother is a botany teacher, she had botany special. My brother is an engineer, he has his engineering degree, and my sister is an architect. And what do? I started working at the age of 19. So definitely, if I had to live my dream, so at the age of 19 itself, I decided I should grow and achieve the pinnacle of the position. And as I said, I became a CEO at the age of 40. So it took 21 years to get that position, because I clearly had a plan, clearly had a dream. So I had my dream at the age of 19. This is what I should become. And once, it's not about having a dream. I woke up every day to that dream. And not only that, whatever I do. So this is where my third point, which I want to stress upon you, is plan and prioritize. So I was very clear. Before 25, I need to achieve my basic degree equivalent. Like y'all, I chose the marketing. Of course, you all have chosen pharmaceutical marketing. At that time, I chose CIM, Chartered Institute of Marketing. So by 23, 24, I completed charter marketing, and I did out of my own income, which I earned. And I did 2 subjects at a time. So I completed my degree. And at the age of 30, I did my MBA. And degree by plus MBA put together, it helped me to go where I want to go. So I'll come to that pathway of success in a little while. So that's how it. So it's very, very important, because sometimes the medical rep job or in the field job brings a lot of money, a lot of comforts. So don't get yourself in that comfort zone where you neglect your studies. If you have to progress in your life, if you want to achieve something whom you aspire to be, the studies are important. So in your early days, might as well spend your time. So for me, the target was 25 years. I need to complete my degree equivalent. So you have to have your own targets as well. You have to have your target when do you want to do your MBA? Because MBA is something which will help you to be a leader. By the way, I'm not promoting MBA, but globally, that is the most sought after postgraduate degree in the world. And then according to Copilot or the research, there are 16,563 schools which offer MBA around the world. I repeat the number, 16,563 schools. And one of them is SLIM. So you have come and you have chosen a path where you have come to a one-stop shop. I mean, you start as a certificate in pharma marketing, you can do your diploma in marketing, and then you can do your MBA. So you have come to a one-stop shop, but plan it out. So coming back to my point, plan it out. What is your age now? When are you going to finish your certificate in marketing? When you're going to finish your diploma in marketing? When you're going to do your postgraduate diploma in marketing? And when you're going to do your MBA? Because that should not be a RIP project. Now, since I come from a family of people who have done the education, I didn't stop there. I want to do my doctorate as well. So that I did my DBA. After my MBA, I did my DBA and I achieved, so that nobody in my family says, hey, we are all educated and this fellow started as a medical rep, he ended up nowhere. So I didn't allow room for that. So to do that, you have to plan out. And if you have to do your studies parallelly, it's very important that you have to make a sacrifice as well. So as I mentioned, some of you all may be working outstation and then you're saying, I am working outstation, how can I study? So this is where your opportunity cost or your sacrifice come into play. When I started at Glaxo, the area assigned to me was North Central, Northwestern. And then the Glaxo policy was, once you go on a tour, you can't bring a vehicle back until the tour is over. But still, the marketing classes were during the weekend. I started studying when I was a medical rep. So there are days I remember. So the classes then were, I'm talking 90s, early 90s. 91 I started. So marketing classes I went in 93, 94. Sorry. So then the classes were held at Oxonia, CBA and Aquinas were the institutes. So of course I chose Oxonia. So it was at Saturday 1:30 and Sunday. So there are days I park my vehicle in Anuradhapura and I have come to classes to Colombo by bus. There are days I have parked my vehicle in Kurnagal because Glaxo doesn't allow me to take my vehicle out of the area until the tour is over. So Saturday I work half a day, and Saturday, mind you, was a working day. Most of you all now, you work only 5 days. You don't work on Saturdays. So that allows you to do these classes further. And when it's online, it helps you further. We didn't have those options. We had to come to Oxonia, sit on those benches and listen to lecturers like Tilak Fonseca and Nushat Pereira and Varadaraja, who taught my accountancy, statistics and marketing, etc. And of course, not forgetting Mr. Sylvester, who is anyway part of SLIM, who taught me the fundamentals of marketing. So this is how I helped me to learn. And of course, making that sacrifice, coming by bus helped me. And also another tip I can give you is when you go on tour, people used to party, they take a bottle, open up all that. So I couldn't afford to be with them. And also there were instances I have said no to those parties and I was studying because my target was before 25, hey, I need to complete my degree equivalent. So that was what was running in my mind. Of course, make life interesting. I married when I was 22, had my son when I was 23. I had my second daughter at 25. So life was full on. So there was no time for party. My friends at my age at that time, between 20 to 30s, they were party freakers, right? So they were going for movies, they were going on trips, they were going on to beaches, various things. But for me, they were no, because I had a plan, I had a dream. And of course, at 40, I achieved. And today, what I couldn't do then, I'm doing it now. So there again, ladies and gentlemen, the choice is either you have a party when you are 20 to 30 and then 40, I don't know, I don't want to comment, or you sacrifice your early days, you study, you progress, you get promoted, you achieve something in your life. And when you get to higher position, of course, you have more money in your hand. Now, as a CEO, I earn a good salary, which is quite different to what a medical rep salary was. The people who partied, the people who had their good days in 20s, they were medical reps for 9 years, 10 years. For me, I was a medical rep only for 3. Why? Because when I got qualified in my marketing degree, that was a message for Glaxo. And 3 years, I became a coordinator. And once I was, after 2 years becoming a coordinator, I became a product executive. Then I became a brand manager. And at 29, I was category 28. I was a category manager. And then after 10 years at Glaxo, I decided to go to Hemas as a country manager. At Hemas, I was the youngest country manager at the age of 29. As at now, I don't think anyone had broke that record. I'm challenging you all, one of you all, to break that record. Please do. because at the age of 29, because I had my degree, and 30, when I became a country manager, I started doing my MBA at University of Peradeniya. And that helped me to become a CEO. At 40, as I told, I hit the CEO. So ladies and gentlemen, so life is full of choices. I think the time given can I go on till 11, or do you want me to wind up early? Because I can speak for 5 minutes, I can speak for 1 hour, I can speak for a day. Can I go till 11, or do you want me to wind up?
Yes, up to 11, fine, doctor.
Fine, good. So I'm taking the introduction speaker's time as well. He finished and he did a favor. So going on my story, so this helped me to achieve where I want to go and what I want to do. So it's very clear up to now. I'll go to 2 more sections since I've got the 8 minutes bonus time. Ideally, I should be finishing. So the first part I want you to re-stress is have a vision for yourself, have a plan for yourself, have a passion, be passionate, own it. This is what I want to become. And to achieve that, look at what are the building blocks and have that plan, make that priority. So priority is all about, hey, I want to become this at 25. I want to become this person at 30. It's not going to come summa. Your days will go. The clock is ticking because seconds will go, hours will go, day will go, weeks will go, month will go. Again, you will blow your candle and another year gone. So you will realize how the years went by. So you need to be very clear, keeping a tab on your clock. So you need to do. So this is where your sacrifice. So like I said no for parties, I said no for trips, I said no for this, that, but I focus on my studies, which helped me to get where I want to go. So same way you got to do, because there'll be pressure on you. Your girlfriend will ask something, your boyfriend will ask something, your parents may ask something. They will say 101 things to do. Then everybody, the standard excuse is no time. So definitely there'll be no time. So if you look at the clock, you need to find the time to do these things. And some they start and they give up. You start the basic diploma and then that's it. I did 2 subjects, I given up. After 3 months, can't. I had to do other priorities. So you need to be you have to prioritize this. You need to tell yourself, I'm going to complete this. I'm going to go and sit and do in one go. And that's what help you to go. So again, keep in mind, either you can have tamasha, party, good life when you're 20 to 30 and continue to earn the salary that you're getting today, or you can make that sacrifice, study, grow, achieve a higher position, and you can enjoy a higher salary, which I am doing. So today I don't even negotiate my salary, right? It's too much for me to live. I'm getting a good salary. It's really too much for me to live. So I do a lot of things. I have my entertainment. I have my, what do you call, my donations and the charity that I do. Charity is the word I was hunting for. So I do my charity, own way of doing charity and a lot of things. So it helps you to live a life. So how do you do this, ladies and gentlemen? So now that you have started, so sometimes you say, hey, I don't have a degree. Now let's see how to get there. Now this certificate in marketing, what you are enrolled, in 4 months, you can complete your certificate in marketing. And once you are done, then you can go into your diploma in marketing, which is another 12 months. So 4 months you spend in certificate in marketing. Diploma in marketing will be another 12 months. And then you go into your postgraduate diploma in marketing and management, which seals you in a different level. That will give you another 18 months. And then MBA, 6 months. So all these, when I put together, 4 plus 18 plus 16 put together, plus 6 with the MBA, it's only 40 months. 40 months, ladies and gentlemen, is less than 4 years. If you are living 100 years, if you are living 80 years, what is 4 years? 1/20th of your life. Can't you give these 5% of your time for education? And this is not full time. I mean, these 4 months, entire 4 months, you're not going to study. When I did the MBA, it was 12 to 12 lectures on Saturdays and Sundays. So here it's much flexible, much easier. So all put together to complete your MBA where you're starting today, need only 4 years. So ladies and gentlemen, be committed to that if you want to achieve. My final point, clock is ticking. See, I keep an eye. I ask permission for 11. I need to finish. That's how your time will go. Like this 10 minutes go, your 10 years will go, your 20 years will go. Without realizing, you will touch 50. I didn't know how I started at 19 and how I'm 50 plus today. It went like that. Same things is going to happen for you. So if you party, that cloud, that wave will take you to that age. And then at 40s, don't wake up and wonder, hey, Macham, what happened? What should I do? And I have a baby. No, now I don't have money to buy milk. And now I have to migrate to New Zealand. And you go to New Zealand, Australia. Friends, it's the same story. If you can't be successful in Sri Lanka, same story. So I'm not cursing anyone. But don't think going to another country is an answer for your solution. If you sleep here, you will sleep there. If you achieve something here, you will achieve something there as well. So it's all about you, and you. If you want to achieve something, you will do it wherever you are. The environment doesn't matter. The company doesn't matter, right? It's you who will grow. And if you are the best, you will be with the best, and the best will look for you, and you will get that. So the final point I want to stress upon is, how many there are about 3,000 medical reps, and today I think there are about 30, there are 50 in the group. At least 30 we say are going to enroll in this group, which is 1%. See, 300 is 10%, 30 is just 1%, and they are the people who become successful in their life. I mean, I had when I worked also, there would have been 2,000 plus medical reps. How many of them became CEO? How many of them became managing directors? Now, what's the secret? You may want to know, no. I disagree. If you want, you can be a CEO, you can be a managing director. So what's the difference? The difference or the secret to the formula is, ladies and gentlemen, rest of the world, they achieve 70, 80 and they go to rest, right? Everybody start by they achieve 70, 80, they go to best. But if you want to beat the rest, you need to do things differently. How you do is you push yourself extra. Simple example, when my colleagues were partying, I didn't party. When they worked till 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock and met 8 doctors, I worked till in the night and I met 12 doctors, 16 doctors. There are days I met 18 to 20 doctors because I used to come back, I work in the night. When people worked Nigambu and came back to Colombo by 4 o'clock, for me, I stayed in Nigambu and I worked in the night and I did. So I did crazy things like that. That's how I become a CEO. So either you do the crazy things and others will say, move, pisek, move. That's how they say. Mind you, when you do these things, others will call you are mad. Because they call me mad, right? Okay. I da pisek you are the CEO now. And then pisek so I leave that option to you. So coming back to the point I want to drive is, the world will settle for 70 to 80%. You push yourself for 195. When you push yourself for 195%, at least you will end up doing 90. So when the rest of the world do 80, when you do 90, the 10% extra what you do is going to what bring you success, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the individuals who end up as CEOs. Those are the individuals who end up as chairman, starting up their own company and being successful in life. Very simple formula. God has created everyone the same, but the efforts we put, the time we work, if you are medical reps, the doctors you meet, the chemists that you meet will determine the results. So you give extra, the results will be extra. You put your effort in studies, you will go up, right? So you start studying, your work results, your study, the academic backed with work combined will take you to achieve where you are. Because when you have this theoretical knowledge, the practical knowledge, how you work also become different. Because at the age of when I was a medical rep, I knew the 4 P's, fundamental of marketing. Thanks to Mr. Sylvester, he taught me what price, product differentiation, price differentiation, all that into my work. So promoting a Glaxo product, which was the expensive, Zinatin, Anuradhapur, Polonnaruwa was very high at that time. 50 rupees a tablet in 1990 is like 500 rupees today. So the marketing fundamentals I applied on the field, speaking to doctors, that made me a professional medical rep. So ladies and gentlemen, it's 10:59, time for me to wind up. So it's a good decision you are taken, but ensure that you have a dream, you be passionate about it, you plan and prioritize and make those sacrifices for you to learn. And for me, as I mentioned, that 80 to 95% what makes the difference. And in my words, that difference from 80 to 90 is going to be of blood, sweat, and tears. When the rest of the world are in the comfort zone settling at 80%, you pushing yourself to 95% is going to be a blood, sweat, and tears, which will take you to the successful path where you want to achieve. So with that, let me conclude. So let me conclude with the same quotation as I mentioned: live as you are going to die tomorrow, and learn as you will live forever, which will take you to greater heights. And let me wish you all the very best. Hand over controls back to Dasun. Over to you, Dasun. It's sharp 11.
Appreciate. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. T. Sandhan, for that great introduction and the inspiration, as well as you educated throughout this minute of the few minutes, but you gave a plethora of knowledge to the students, of course, those who are looking forward to start Slim Pharmaceutical Diploma program. So I hope there have been a lot of insights and information to process ahead with Dr. T. Sandhan's speech. So now, ladies and gentlemen, dear students, He is a business development manager at EMA Pharma, Mr. Janith Jayasinghe, who's completed his ME, MBA, and MSc. And this gentleman is a lecturer at Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. It's good to see you here, sir, and great pleasure to join us. And warmly welcome Mr. Janith Jayasinghe for the lecturer speech. Good morning, Mr. Janith Jayasinghe. Over to you.
Hi, hope I'm crystal clear, Dasu.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Right. So very good morning, fellas. It's been pleasure to be here in the opening of pharmaceutical marketing program. So I think everyone is pumped up and filled with positive thoughts after the guest speaker's speech. So let me take you through the world of pharmaceutical marketing. So the pharmaceutical marketing has begun in the thin air between the medical sales representative and the doctors in the doctor's chamber. So in terms of Sri Lankan context of pharmaceutical marketing, when it comes to the pharmaceutical industry, there were about 400 plus pharma companies being catered their goods and products into the private and the public sectors. So it's almost like billion rupees industry in Sri Lanka. So when it comes to the competition, it's almost highly competitive environment you can see. The products being differentiated through the quality, safety, and the efficacy, and also the products being fighting each other with the price wars as well. When it comes to the marketing industry of pharmaceuticals, it's always been highly regulated. There's a governing body of Sri Lanka in order to introduce policies and the procedures. We call it NMRA, right? So according to these procedures and the processes, those who are into pharmaceutical marketing, they need to practice, they need to stick to it. So not like the other industries, we are being given the code of conducts. So we need to always stick to those processes and the procedures. So that is where the companies, the pharma companies currently in Sri Lanka require a right candidate or the right person in order to carry their brands or the increased brand noise among the prospect customers such as doctors, chemists, or certain incidents. Yes, there of course you need to touch upon the general public as well. So as companies, we face challenges in order to identify the right candidate with correct skills and the correct communication aspects. So then in order to address these issues, the national body of marketing in Sri Lanka, the SLIM, take the initiative to introduce this pharmaceutical marketing program to those who are willing to enter to the pharmaceutical marketing context in Sri Lanka. So I have already said the pharmaceutical marketing has begun in the chamber of doctor within the medical rep and the doctors the space. So that is where the person who's carrying the medical products or the medicines or the medical devices, they need to highly equip with the correct knowledge, scientific details, and all put together the clear-cut communication. So the current program, the diploma program, is being covered the all 360. So it will definitely teach you how to communicate better, how to be ethical, how to be better in grooming, in terms of the scientific detailing. So all these areas being covered in this specific program. So this will definitely be a good opportunity for you, those who are always willing to have the willingness to enter into the pharmaceutical marketing, having the upper notch or having upper hand compared to the those who didn't have this qualification at all. So I just also need to touch the certain areas such as why we require this scientific detailing and the better communication, because we are dealing with highly specialized professionals like doctors. they might have certain types of questions related to the medicine. So you need to address those concerns. So you will not be able to just bypassing them without knowing the exact mode of action and the other science related data. So the governing bodies of NMRA have also introduced the processes and the procedures for us. So in order to be a proper marketing personnel, those who are into pharmaceutical marketing, they always have to always think outsmart their competitors, and also they need to stick to the guidelines which is given by NMRA. And due to the fact, so we as companies require a professional who can think outside the box. So the pharmaceutical marketing diploma will definitely give you upper hand in order to think outside the box and also be the person who can really outsmart your competitors. As I said, the competition is much more higher in Sri Lankan context of pharmaceutical industry. So finally, I have 6 points to told you, which is the very first thing is always interact with your lectures, ask questions if there's any uncertainties, unclear areas or gray areas. The second point is always do self-research, do self-studies, search whatever the things related to pharmaceutical industry. And the third point, give your 2000% commitment, not 100 or 200. Give your 2000% commitment for whatever the study related areas, so which will definitely give you upper hand, which will able to shine you out from the rest. And the fourth point, those who are already into the pharmaceutical marketing, please start practicing these theories and the models, and also beyond mind, always be ethical and also be a empathy person, those who can understand your customers' prospect. And the fifth point, so don't afraid for the change, always drive the change, because change is important, the innovation is important in terms of pharmaceuticals. So that is where, because if you really see, without innovations, the pharmaceutical industry will not last, because we always dealing with saving people lives. So we need new molecules, new thinking, new thinking patterns in order to drive your brands, increase your brand noise among the target customers. So every time, make sure to drive the change. And finally, the most importantly, my last point is, once you're completing this program, be the best version of you with your mentality and also physically. So that's all about today, my dear fellows, student. Thank you very much for the opportunity and from the Slim today in the opening ceremony to speak up and share my thoughts with the students. So all the very best and see you in the upcoming lectures. Good day.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Of time period, I hope I have covered.
Yes, Mr. Janit, yes, Mr. Janit Jaisingh, thank you very much for your great and valuable time being with us. So now, dear students, for the program brief, warmly welcome and cordially invite the Senior Executive at SLIM Business School, Miss Dilshani Ishanti. Very good morning, and over to you, Miss Dilshani Ishanti.
Good morning. Good morning, dear students and lecturers. So I would like to take this opportunity in order to discuss about the Diploma in Marketing, Pharmaceutical Marketing course program brief. And I'm Ishanti De Silva, the Senior Executive from SLIM Business School. Dasun, hope I'm audible and visible.
Yes, Ms. Ishanti.
Okay, thank you. So when it comes to the program, basically the target audience is the medical delegates those who are already employed in the pharmaceutical companies. So if we move on to the learning outcomes of the program, basically we have been targeted for learning outcomes out of the students. The first one is develop and implement the ethical marketing strategies specific to the pharmaceutical industry. Further, we are allowing the students in order to get applied with the management principles to lead and to optimize the pharmaceutical marketing teams effectively. And also, we are seeking to gain the comprehensive understanding of the pharmaceutical industry, including the key areas such as nutraceuticals, cosmeceuticals, and neurology. And also, we are acquiring the essential knowledge in the basic chemistry, biochemistry, microbiology, anatomy, physiology, pharmacology, and pharmaceuticals. Finally, to enhance the personal, professional skills focusing on communication, leadership, and ethical practices in the medical marketing. The program components. When it comes to the coaching of the program, the entire program will be conducted within English medium. Further, the course will be conducted within the blended mode. On-site and online classes will be conducted. So the industrial experts will be the lecturer panel within the program, and also handbooks as well as reference materials will be provided within the course. So let's move on to discuss about the syllabus outline. The module number 1, Marketing and Pharmaceutical Marketing Ethics. Module number 2, Management. Module number 3, Introduction to Industry. And module number 4, it introduces about the nutraceuticals and the cosmeceuticals. And module number 5, Introduction to the Neurology. Module number 6 includes about Introduction to Basic Chemistry. Module number 7 includes about the biochemistry and the microbiology. And module number 8 includes about the anatomy, physiology, and common diseases. And module number 9 includes about the pharmacology and the pharmaceuticals. And the module number 10 includes about the personal development as a medical marketing professional. So let's move on to discuss about the exceptions. The students, those who have already completed the certificate in pharmaceutical marketing, are granted with the exceptions for the below modules. Module number 1, Marketing and Pharmaceutical Ethics. Module number 9, Pharmacology and Pharmaceutics. So this is the class schedule. During the class future due course, we are going to share the class schedule. So within the respective class modules, the date and the time, as well as it will mention whether the classes are ongoing within physical or online mode. It will be shared within the next week. So this is the eligibility criteria. So basically, there will be 5 categories, including if you have already completed the certificate in pharmaceutical marketing program. So the students, those who have successfully completed the program, those students are eligible to the Diploma in Pharmaceutical Marketing program. And the next category, it's about the students, those who have completed their A-level plus with the working experience. Those who have completed their A-level with biology, chemistry, and at least 2-year experience related to the sales and the marketing in the pharmaceutical industry, and also within the communications in English, are eligible for the second category. The third category will be the GC O-level plus the working experience. The students, those who have passed the GC O-level, at least having 3 years experience in the sales marketing in the pharmaceutical industry and with an excellent communication skills, are eligible. Further, the PCM plus the work experience, the students, those who have successfully completed the professional certificate in marketing and at least 3 years experience in the sales and the marketing field. Working experience, those who have at least 5 years experience in the sales and the marketing at the executive capacity, are eligible for the program. The student registration process. So when it comes to the student registration process, when the students are entitled to the program after the eligibility criteria, the students will get the access to the LMS portal or the learning management portal. So through that, as it is mentioned within the screen, that they can visible the program mentioned, and also all the lecture materials, class schedules, and the handbooks will be uploaded within the learning management system. And the students are required to submit some documents as the entry criteria mentioned. If they have been completed their certificate in pharmaceutical program, they need to submit the scan copy of the qualification. And if they have completed the A level, they need to submit as well as the other in criteria qualification. And also they need to submit two scan copies of the two passport size photographs, and also the NIC. So this is the portal which shows the where the document should be submitted within the learning management system. And let's move on to some sort of very important point when it comes to the program. That is all about the evaluation criteria. So when we discuss about the evaluation method of the program, basically there are three evaluation methods. First one is the examination, that is a closed book examination, which will be accessed with 3 hours. So as the awarding marks, 30 MCQ questions will be given, and the part 2 paper will include short answer questions. So altogether 2 marks will be allocated for the 30 MCQs. You will be able to score 60 marks, and per short answer question 2 marks can be scored. There will be 20 questions. Altogether 40 marks can be scored. So the total will be 100. Out of total, you have to score 50% marks. Then the case study presentation. Marketing management covers 60% theory as well as the practice 40%. So 60 out of 100 and 40 out of 100 marks will be allocated. So out of the total weightage, only 20% marks will be carried out for the case study presentation. Then the final one, it's about the doctor demonstration and the detailing presentation. Out of 100 marks, 30% weightage will be carried out for the doctor demonstration and the detailing presentation. So the grading system. The student should get at least 40 marks in order to get the pass through the entire qualification. So the remain has been mentioned within the presentation. So the help desk, I'm Ishanti De Silva. I'm the program coordinator of the Diploma in Pharmaceutical Marketing course. And Mr. Malinda Pereira, he's the assistant manager of the program of the Slim Business School. And also Mr. Sadeepa Abenayaka, he's the manager of the Slim Business School. So we are always there to help you all and to assist you all at any kind of assistance. So this is the end of my presentation, and thank you for your kind patience. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Ms. Rishani Shanti. So now, ladies and gentlemen, dear students, hope this time gave you all an opportunity to learn and gain knowledge about this diploma in pharmaceutical marketing. So once again, Dr. Sajid Chanukar, Dr. T. Sayandan, Mr. Janit Jaisingha, Ms. Dilshani Ishanti, and dear students, it's a great pleasure to join with Slim Diploma in Pharmaceutical Marketing Open Day. Have a great day. Thank you.